right, Algebra 2, let's talk about some questions that we have with word problems in Lesson 3.6, word problem solving using systems of equations. So now we're going to have two variables, and we're going to work with these. So the first question says, if 8 pens and 7 pencils cost $3.37, well, 5 pens and 11 pencils cost $3.10. How much does each pen and pencil cost? So I'm going to allow pens to be P and pencils to be C. And I'm going to set this up, and I drop the decimals because it just makes it easier. So remember, if you drop the decimals for one, you have to drop them for all. But I'm going to say 8 pens and 7 pencils cost $3.37. 5 pens and 11 pencils cost $3.10. Now, the hardest part you guys have is coming up with the numbers to eliminate. I want to eliminate the p's. So in order to do that, I'm going to multiply the top by 5 and the bottom by -8 to make the top 40p and the bottom -40p. I came up with that in my own noggin, okay? So a lot of you guys struggle with that. Where did you come up with that number, Miss Maloney? That's where I came up with it. So 40p plus 35c is equal to 1685. -40p minus 88c is equal to, using my calculator, -2,480. So when I add down, those cancel out. And I get -53c is equal to -795. So when I divide each side by -53, sorry, I multiplied it, I get 15. But remember, I took out the decimals. So I know pencils are going to be 15 cents each, where pens, well, let's see how much pens will cost. So to find out pens, I'm going to plug C, 15, in for C right here. 8p plus 7 times 15, and I always plug it back into the original, equals 337. Well, 7 times 15 is 105. And when I take 337 and I subtract 105, yes, I'm being lazy. Whoops. 8p is equal to 232. And when I divide each side by 8, p is equal to 29. So going back to my answer, if pencils were 15 cents, pens were 29 cents. And I think I answered the question. How much does each pen and pencil cost? The second question is super easy, so if you get a chance, pause it here and try it. It's pretty easy. I do want to go over question number 3, because question number 3, we create a chart, and that chart's going to create a lot of work for us to do. To use a certain computer database, the charge is $30 per hour during the day, and $10 per hour, $10.50 per hour at night. So I'm going to make a chart with day and night. And remember what's happening here. I guess I'm going to have to draw it on the bottom because I have run out of room. I am taking the number of hours times the price, and that's going to give me the total. And it says, if a research company paid $411 for 28 hours of use, this should say of, not or, find the number of hours charged at the daytime rate and at the nighttime rate. Well, the daytime rate is $30 per hour, so I'm going to put that under price right here. This is my price. My nighttime rate is $10.50. I should show that as money. And it says that there's 28 hours of use total. So if I call n night, I need to call this 28 minus n, because remember, if the night was 10, the day would be 28 minus 10. So this right here in this box, you have to come up with that on your own. When I distribute, I have 30 times 28 minus n and 1050n. And I guess I could have used systems of equations, but I just used it in regards to 1. So I just used it in regards for 1 hour, or 1 variable. Sorry about that. All right, so remember to find the total. I have to add these and make it equal to 411. So I'm going to take 30 times 28 minus n plus 10.5n and make that equal to 411. Distributing, 30 times 28 is 840 minus 30n plus 10.5n is equal to 441. Sorry, I keep saying 441. That's not it. It's 411. There we go. I have to add like terms. A negative 30 and a positive 10.5 is negative 19.5. That's equal to 411. And we're going to take 411 and subtract 840. So I have negative 19.5 is equal to negative 429. And when I divide each side by negative 19.5, n is equal to 22. So if this is equal to 22, when I plug it back in, 28 minus 22, my day is equal to 6.